If you want to live a life that is filled with life, that is filled with peace, that is filled with success, filled with thriving, it has to start by trusting that God's definition of good and evil is trustworthy, even when it's inconvenient for us. Now, when my girls were little and we lived back in Phoenix, we had our backyard had a cinder block wall. Most houses in Phoenix, the backyards are contained by a cinder block wall, and it's to keep the javelinas and the coyotes out of your little space and eating your little dogs, right? And so we had this cinder block wall in our backyard, and along the cinder block wall there were these trellises that were supposed to have plants that grew up them and made the backyard sort of pretty, but we never got around to planting those. We just had these rebarb trellises up the cinder block wall. And when our girls were little, 3 and 7, we'd let them play outside, and there was a trampoline with a net there, and there was a sprinkler system that they could automatically turn on, like they could turn on the sprinkler system for themselves, and they could cool themselves off. It had shade and swings and bikes and scooters and all sorts of fun things that were perfect for them to have fun with and to play with. But the neighbors had a swimming pool. And what my girls would oftentimes do is they would climb up that trellis and hang their bodies over the 7-foot wall and just look at the pool and hope that maybe they would get to go into the pool. And then came the day where they didn't just climb up the trellis and hang their bodies over. The legs started to reach up and over the wall in order to get into the neighbor's yard because swimming was so much fun. Now, for them in that moment, they saw the wall as an obstacle to be overcome. That the wall was sort of keeping them from the fun that life could offer, the swimming pool. What they didn't understand is actually the wall was saving their lives. The wall was keeping them safe because they didn't yet know how to swim on their own. They didn't yet know, they weren't ready for that yet. The wall was wisdom. But their wisdom said, let's get over the wall and let's go do what I want to do. And I think sometimes we treat God's wisdom in this way. We say, no. I know what's good. I know what I want. I know what would be fun. And so I want to crawl over this wall. This wall is actually keeping me from true life, keeping me from experiencing the glory and the fun and the riches. And God is like, no, that's folly. Wisdom is letting me set the boundary lines for you. Wisdom is letting me tell you what is good and what is evil, what is right and what is wrong, what is wise and what is foolish. And having the fear of the Lord is recognizing that God has set those boundaries in good places for us. That when God says, hey, don't go there, it's for our benefit, not for our detriment. And so having the fear of the Lord means that even when that wall gets put up, even when God says, listen, don't go there, don't participate in that, don't say that, don't do that, that even when it's inconvenient for us, that is for our good. And that is and that is wise. Even if in that moment we don't like it.